Something came out of the stars and your PCs have to deal with it. Stick around, we'll find out what it's all about. Hi folks, Old Man Grognard here. I'm going to review another product, and before I do that, I want to give you a couple of things that I require to review product. Number one, it has to be a released product or soon to be released product. I do take pre-release copies, things like that, but it has to be something out there that people can buy or buy real soon. I don't take manuscripts, I don't take notes, I don't take this product will be out in a year, but here's our rough draft, things like that. That's, like I said, that's not fair to the buying public and things like that. Another thing is, when I do reviews, I usually ask for a PDF and a printed copy. PDF because it's easier to get screenshots for these reviews, and printed copy because I can hold it up and say, here, this is what it looks like, here's how big it is, things like that, like I do. And that's why I require that. Now, saying that, that doesn't mean I'm not going to review PDF-only products in the future, or print-only products. They're very rare, but once in a while, like the White Hack, that was print-only, so I had to, you know, I did that. But PDF-only products is fine. If there's no printed copy, fine. Send me the PDF, I'll deal, I'll tell people this is PDF only and where you can find it. No problem. The reason being is because today's product, I got kind of a miscommunication from the author, and he sent me these very nice proofs of the book, which is only out on PDF. I assumed they were going to be releasing it in print form, but I don't think they are. But he was nice enough to do that, and I appreciate that, Douglas. I thank you. So let's get on with the review. What we're reviewing today is Forged Locales #1, The House of the Broken Sky. Now this is a series by The Forge. I'll give you a little history about them in a minute. That's their old logo. They used to go by The Forge during the D20 3rd edition days, and they turned out some really nice stuff too. And they now go by The Forge Studios. So this is what you're gonna find on like Drive-Thru and things like that. The Forge Studios. Now, The Forge started out as a bunch of artists and writers in Poland who wanted to do game stuff. It's mainly visual, mainly handouts and maps and things like that. But they have turned out some products that also have they did a couple of town supplements, very short town supplements, places to put in your town, things like that, with story hooks and everything like that, and maps and really beautiful black and white stuff. They did one of a forest that was really beautiful. It was in color and everything. You could print it out and like cut them out and use them right there. But I've really been a fan of this studio for a while. They sort of dropped off the face of the earth for a while, and now they've returned. They put out new things on a regular basis through their Patreon page. And the things they turn out go to the Patreons, and after a while it ends up on Drive-Thru RPG or RPG Now. Anyway, let me get back to this. The House of the Broken Sky is something unusual for a fantasy. I mean, you can use this for any genre or any. And Henry says, oh, by the way, their stuff is system neutral too, because there's no stats, no nothing. It's just a pictures, background. You take it from there. So, saying that, House of the Broken Sky is first a series about unusual places in a fantasy world. I've seen this done before, and it's been done well, but they do an outstanding job. But they are light on the descriptions, things like that, but it's almost, some of the stuff just almost writes itself. It talks about a man named Silas Vrosk who was absolutely fascinated by the stars and space. He spent his family's vast fortune to build an observatory and other buildings like that, with a huge astrolabe and things like that. And he did this to the obsession of he ran out of money, his servants left him, his family either died or took off. He was fanatic. Anyway, he knew there was something out there. And fortunately, there was. They called them the others. It leaves it very vague in here about what they are. They're basically shapeshifters, and I think they can combine themselves in a hive mind or something like that. But anyway, they came down and pretty much trashed the place. Killed him, trashed the place. And that's where it stood. So you've got this nice, there they are coming down and destroying everything. Isn't that nice? That's part of the backstory. So now we have this blown out observatory. And they give you the observatory, tell you, because they say the others are still there because they're kind of stuck here on this, wherever this world is. Yeah, they're trying to get home, I guess. I'm not sure if they're trying to get home or they leave the motivations up in the air too. So, like I said, you can fill in the blanks however you want. But they've got some beautiful locations, nice write-ups. There's a cave underneath with some sea trolls, which are doing the others' bidding now. So you have that to deal with also, because it's near the shore of a lake, I believe. I don't know if it was a lake or a sea, but either way, there's caves underneath there that you can play around with. Here's a picture of the astrolabe. They give you some nice adventure hooks, because the nearby town's going to question what the heck went on, if it's recent or later on. This happened millennia ago. They say there's treasure, and actually there is treasure in the caves. There is treasure because the caves used to be used by pirates, and they buried it so well they're still in there. But you got to fight your way, fight your way through the cave trolls and things like that. That's what adventurers are made of. Anyway, there's about 8 or 9 pages of this material. The rest is what they call handouts, which is their stock and trade. I mean, they have some beautiful, beautiful artwork here. Here's the handout for the players. They have maps. Here's a map of the top level of the observatory with the astrolabe and everything, and a couple of telescopes, things like that. They give you each map gridded and ungridded. This is what it looks like ungridded with the cave. This is ungridded. And so you have something you can use, and you have something you can hand out to the players if you want to. I'd love to stock that. That'd be fun right there. And I could use these maps for anything else I want. You guys are great. The writing was done by Douglas Zeitzdorf. I hope I'm getting that name right. And he's the one who initially contacted me and sent me these beautiful proofs. This is not what he sent me these beautiful proofs. Thank you very much, Douglas. Sorry we got our wires crossed and things like that, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous product, even in electronic form. Now, and the art was all by, here's another one, Malej Zagorsky. Give credit where credit's due. That's a beautiful, beautiful, well done. Well done. It was published this year. It's 20 pages. And you can find it on Drive-Thru RPG or RPG Now for $2.45. And look at all their other stuff, because it's really great. I'm looking at a few other things there. There's a town in there that I put into my world that they've done. So look at all their stuff, and their stuff is pretty reasonable. They've also got like art packs and things like that if you just want art, because they turn out a ton of fantasy art. Well worth looking into. They have a Patreon page, like I said, and I will have everything down there so you can look out. The Patreon is pretty reasonable. I mean, the top tier is $5 a month, and you get artwork they turn out and things that go on. You get things like before drive-through, and it's a really good Patreon, and these are really good guys. They've been around a while. Like I said, I've been a big fan of their stuff. During the D20 era, I've got 2 big old binders in here with all their stuff printed out from back in the day. It's all D20, say, if there's any but I can either ignore that or fix it. So that is Forge Locale's Broken Sky by the Forge Studios. Go get it. If you like it, and Grognard at gmail.com. All right, that's it until next time. So until next time, bye-bye.